Bonjour and welcome or welcome back to my channel, Claude here. Today I want to be talking to you about the Tarot in Wonderland by Barbara Moore. This is illustrated by Eugene Smith. So I'm going to give you a disclaimer. I am a huge fan of Barbara Moore. I think she's an amazing tarot reader and I do own quite a few decks from her and also books that she's written. So that's the disclaimer. I wanted to talk about this deck because it's been around for a while and I don't think it's getting the accolades that it deserves. I think it's an amazing deck and you know, if you're interested in the books about Alice, actually it can be a deep diver, and I did feature this in my deep diver hashtag response. I think it was to Megan Black's, my memory serves, but don't quote me on this. I will leave you a link to this video in the description box below and at the end of the video. So as per usual, it's going to be time-stamped, so if you don't want me to bore you about the box and the guidebook, and you just want to see the artwork, then just jump to the cards. But otherwise, there we go. So there's the box, Tarot in Wonderland. This is your classic Llewellyn box, so it's really nice on the shelf. It looks like a book and it has a 360-page full-color guidebook. It is huge. So this is what it looks like. It retails for $29.99 US on the box anyway, that's what it says. And then there. So I'm going to read you the back briefly to give you an idea. So a tarot experience, curious delights. Welcome to Wonderland, where the air sparkles with revelation and wisdom is carried on the breeze. Tarot in Wonderland is a deck where tarot and the characters from Alice's Adventures meet. True to the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith cards and based on Lewis Carroll's imaginative creations, this deck invites you into a beautiful mirror world that awakens intuition and enlivens the mind and spirit. And so that's what it says here. So you open it, magnetic obviously, and this is what it looks like. And it's heavy, so I'm going to put it down and you'll see the guidebook. The cards are neatly tucked in with a little ribbon, and that's the box. Okay, so we'll go back to that in a minute. Now let's talk about the guidebook, and it really deserves a special mention. I would pay the price just for the book. This is the spine. And it's broken because I always break my spines when I work with them because that's how I like it. And there is so much detail in there. If you look at the box, it's called Tarot in Wonderland. And then you look at the guidebook, it's called Wonderland in Tarot. So already, you know, through the looking glass, all of that idea, it's, I mean, you know, it's all in the detail. I love it. So in the back, finding the Tarot in Wonderland and the Wonderland in Tarot. Discover how to navigate the dreamlike world of Tarot in Wonderland. This book shares two perspectives for each card. One explores how the cards relate to Alice's adventures, and the other explores how the card can be interpreted in a tarot reading. Author Barbara Moore also includes basic and advanced spread ideas to help you get the most from your deck. Whether you're most interested in using tarot for divination or for your own inner work, the strangely familiar, mirror-like sensibility of his cards provides new doorways for the movement of spiritual and emotional energy. In the pages of this illustrated guidebook, you will learn how to work with the motif of opposites, read the Alice stories as sacred texts, and find answers and insights in the cards. So it's beautifully made, and you open it, and you have the Cheshire Cat. And you can see it's nice satiny paper. There's Barbara Moore, about the author, and there's the artist, that's Eugene Smith. If I'm not mistaken, he has done the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot too. I think it's him who illustrated it. Very, very nice. Well, I like his hard work anyway. So there's the front. There's a dedication, dedicated to Hermes. Your hand has been in this from the beginning, with gratitude to Martin Gardner, who's the annotated Alice and more annotated Alice created a wonderland within Wonderland. And then you have your table of content. So you've got the introductions, which is about 14 pages long. Chapter 1, how to read the cards. Chapter 2, the major arcana. Chapter 3, the minors, with wands, cups, swords and pentacles. And then the spreads and the conclusion. And you have beautiful artwork everywhere. So you have the an introduction. I'm not going to read it to you because otherwise it will be a very, very long video. As you can see, it's a lot, but it's well worth reading. It explains everything that you need to understand the concept of this tarot deck. So identity, searching for wisdom, opposites, very important when you're using this deck, sacred texts, helpful hints given to you, and then, yeah, and it goes on, and then how to read the cards, chapter 1, and that's the judgment card, by the way. So it gives you lots of tips. So it's good for beginners and advanced alike. Obviously, if you're advanced, you don't need to read how to read the cards, but yeah. So asking a question, strong beginnings, picking a spread, shuffling reversals and selecting the cards. I mean, this is like having a book on tarot on its own. It's got so much knowledge and info in there. Laying out the cards, the overview of the reading. When you think about what you get in a Tarot for Beginners book and you see this, I'm like, this is amazing. A bit about the suits right here. Numbers and what they mean. I read a lot with numbers, so that was interesting for me. A bit on the court cards. Visual patterns. Individual cards, and wrapping up your reading. Then the keys to becoming a confident and skilled reader with all of the tips. So key 1, know yourself. Key 2, more than card interpretations. Key 3 is practice. Sorry if the noise is annoying. And then chapter 2, the major arcana. And you have a little blurb about the major arcana. And then for each of them, you have the full-size printed artwork, the title. I like how it's put into a card, you know, like a plain card. And it's always through the looking glass, explaining to you the scene, you know, in relation to Alice. And then you get 2 more pages, down the rabbit hole. That's when you get the meaning for the reading. And then you have keywords. And I love keywords. I work with keywords a lot, so that works really nicely. So you get 4 pages, a double there, and then a double there. So that's the majors. So it's really in depth. And I'm going to show you the cards, obviously. Let me just skip through. For some reason here you've got notes, so you can write notes in the middle. And some more here. I think it's about every 4 or 5 cards that you've got this. I don't want to write in it, it's too pretty. Then you move on to chapter 3, the minor arcana, and that's the 10 of Wands. So you have a blurb on the minor arcana, and then we start with wands. So you have the meaning of the wand suit, you know, what they represent. So you have your ace, and again, through the looking glass, and down the rabbit hole. And the picture of it right here, and the keywords. So you see 2 of Wands picture, through the looking glass, down the rabbit hole, and keywords. So you tend to get 3 pages instead of 4 for the minors, but I mean, that's plenty, right? So you have all of the suits, obviously. And then, I put this here so I knew where it was. Chapter 4, spreads. Now, she is a master at creating spreads. I have reviewed a book on tarot spreads. I'll leave you a link as well for this video if you're interested, because she's amazing for that. So she talks to you about what spreads are and, you know, how to use them. And so you've got basic spreads, obviously the 1 card and the 3 cards, nothing groundbreaking here. But she gives you lots of different headings for the 3 card spread so that you could, you know, change it from the past, present and future, basically. Then she's got a choices spread with... right, it looks like that. Let me show you so you can see. I've used it and it's proved most efficient for me. The simple or yes-no spread. And then she's created spreads specifically for the deck, so Tarot in Wonderland spreads. And they're very, very interesting. So you have falling down the rabbit hole, that's this one here. Then you have Through the Looking Glass, that's a second spread where you see the layout right here. And she even tells you how to modify it. The Mad Tea Party, and the layout is here. I hope you can see this. The White Rabbit's Stress with the layout. I'm sorry, it's shiny and there's shadows everywhere. How to Play Croquet, and that's the layout right here. Which Way Should You Go? I like this one, I've sampled it. There's your layout. And then Who Are You? There's another layout at the bottom here. And so you see, you get a lot from this book. And then conclusion. That's the 10 of Pentacles, by the way. And this is the end of the book. The book in itself is like how to read tarot cards with in-depth meanings. Covers everything you need to know, even for tarot spreads. It's amazing, honestly. So let's move on to the cards. So let me grab my deck, put it here. This is the back of the card. So obviously you have Alice and the Rabbit, so if you use reversals, you'll know it's reversed. I personally don't. This is your standard Llewellyn card stock. It's glossy satiny, I would say. It really lives up to expectations. I've used it a lot and it's still looking really good. You know, the size is good. You know, it's average size. Normal size for a tarot deck is what I mean. I've got average size hands. So there you go. I think it's really nice to handle and it shuffles nicely. So there you have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor. You don't need to see my bookmark really. The Hierophant, the Lovers. Now I've done an in-depth meaning interpretation of this card on a VR I made, which was my top 6 Lovers cards, and I will leave you a link for that if you want to see, you know, the how much in-depth you can get with this deck, because this is an analysis from this card. The Chariot, Strength, sorry it's glossy, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune. I particularly like the artwork on this. Justice, that's also very good. The Hangman, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and the World. We then move on to the wand suit. Let me just grab the wands so it's not as big in my hand. So you have the Ace, the Two of Wands, the 3. You can see the Rider-Waite-Smith interpretations clearly in the cards. 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, love him, 7 of Wands, really like this card for the 7 of Wands. Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Court cards, we have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, sorry, let me try and get rid of the light, the Queen of Wands, obviously her, and the King of Wands. We then have the water, so cup. Now the aces are all in frames, so they pop, you can see them very clearly. So that's your Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, 3, 4, really love the dolphin with the cup in the back, the 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups, that's very cute too, 7, 8, 9, I really like the choice of character here, and 10. Court cards, we have the Page of Cups, that's Alice herself, which is very apt for the meaning of the card. The Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, also very well chosen, and the King of Cups. So now we have the sword suit. So there's your ace, the Two of Swords, love the Cheshire Cat in the moon, 3, 4, 5, that's a good rendition of it as well, I think, the 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and the 10. Then you have your Page of Swords, which again I thought they chose the character really nicely. The Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and your King of Swords. And finally we have the Pentacle suit. Let me put my teeth back in my mouth. So the Ace of Pentacles, looks like this. Two of Pentacles. And I really like that the cards do not have a border. I think you really see the artwork nicely. 3 of Pentacles, and I really like this rendition of it. 4 of Pentacles. The 5. The 6. I like that too with the scale. The 7 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. Love the 9 of Pentacles, really nice. And the 10 of Pentacles. There's your page. The Knight. The Queen. I love this Queen of Pentacles. I really get the earth vibes of the suit and the nurturing and grounding energy. And the King of Pentacles. So there you have it. That was, you know, my take on the Tarot in Wonderland. I really think it's, you know, kind of have been forgotten maybe, or underrated, whatever it is. I think you get so much for your bang, really. The book itself is worth paying the money for it. The cards are really good. I mean, I love it, and I would recommend it for beginners and advanced alike, and people who are just, you know, fans of Alice in Wonderland like I am. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. Let me know if you have it, what your thoughts are on it, or if you're thinking of getting it now that you've watched this. Do let me know. I love talking tarot with people, so I would love to hear from you. I hope you have a beautiful day whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.